Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between gentle hills and serene fields, there lived a young girl named Fatima. Raised in a family deeply rooted in the teachings of Islam and enriched by the traditions passed down through generations, Fatima was known for her dedication to her faith and her community. Each day for Fatima began at the break of dawn, with a melodious call to prayer that resonated from the mosque nearby. She would rise from her sleep, perform ablution, and dress modestly before laying out her prayer mat, facing the Qibla. As she stood in prayer, she felt a deep connection to Allah, offering her gratitude and seeking guidance for the day ahead. After completing the Far prayer, Fatima would recite verses from the Quran, finding solace and wisdom in its sacred words. Her mornings were often filled with contemplation and reflection on the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, which guided her actions in all aspects of life. With her spiritual duties fulfilled, Fatima would join her family for a modest breakfast, often consisting of dates, honey, and a warm cup of mint tea. They would discuss the plans for the day, ensuring that kindness and generosity governed their intentions. As the sun rose higher, Fatima attended school, where she worked diligently. Understanding that seeking knowledge was an essential part of Islam, she was inspired by the hadith that stated, "The seeking of knowledge is obligatory for every Muslim." Her teachers admired her sincerity and eagerness to learn. After school, Fatima dedicated time to helping her mother with household chores. Whether it was preparing meals or maintaining the garden, she performed each task with joy, knowing that service to her family was a noble act in the eyes of Allah. By afternoon, Fatima would gather with her friends, and they would engage in meaningful activities such as reading, crafting, or discussing various aspects of their faith. They encouraged one another to remain steadfast in their duties. As the day transitioned into evening, Fatima prepared for the Maghrib prayer, eagerly waiting for the sun to set and the voices of the muezzin to fill the air once more. Prayer offered her a moment of tranquility, a time to reflect on the day's events. With the conclusion of Isha prayer, Fatima's family often convened for nightly supplications. They would recount stories from the Quran and Hadith, sharing their interpretations and learning from one another. Fatima ended her day with a heart full of gratitude, confident that the teachings of Islam had guided her through every step. Her dedication reflected in her daily routine served as an inspiration to those around her, reinforcing the importance of faith, family, and community in her life. The life of Fatima reminds us that adhering to the principles of Islam brings peace, harmony, and blessings, connecting believers with Allah and each other.